Okay, greetings one and all, and welcome to this has to be day number 4, week 11 for 2024 of our journey together. And it's definitely a delight to have each and every one of you here for this evening's classes. Let's begin. My name is Mr. Petit. Today is Thursday the 14th of November, 2024. The subject is, of course, mathematics. And the topic is rules of indices. Rules of indices. So we're gonna be looking. So we already finished. Already finished with all them stuff. We finished with mean, median, and mode, measure of central tendency. So now we're gonna be looking at rules of indices. All right. So let's talk about what do we mean by an index, right? So, by the way, is there anyone who did rules of indices before? Anyone did rules of indices before?
I'm on that topic yet.
You're not on the topic yet? Anyone else have done rules of indices before? Let me know if you've done it before.
Also.
No?
I never heard of it.
You never heard of it before?
No, sir. No, sir.
My cousin did
Yes,
it.
sir.
Yeah. Anyone have done exponents before? If you've done exponents?
I have.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
But
Yes, sir. I remember doing
Okay.
that.
Okay.
Exponents mean when you have to multiply a number by how much, like square root?
Yeah. Exponents. So exponents and indices are the same thing, right? So when we say rules of indices, that's what we're talking about, exponents. All right. So let's begin. So a power, let's write this definition now. So we have a power or an index is used, write this down for me, please, is used to write a product of numbers compactly. Now, when we say compactly, we mean succinctly, right? So a power or index is used to write a product of numbers compactly or succinctly, all right? A power is used to write a product of numbers compactly. The plural of index, is indices. The plural of index is indices. The plural of index is indices. Now to manipulate expressions involving indices, we use rules known as the laws of indices. So the laws of indices is basically it's like a format. It tells us, it's a set of rules, I should say, that tells us how to manipulate the powers. That's what laws of indices are. That's what rules of indices are. All right. So what is the plural of index? What is the plural of index? Indices. Very good. The plural of index is indices. And we use indices. We manipulate indices using the following rules that we're going to be talking about. Rules or laws. These are always true. Where is Ajani? Ajani, are you there? Where's Ajani? Ajani, can you hear me? Ajani, can you hear me? Where's Ajani?
Yes.
Are you writing this down, Ajani?
Yes.
Good. And Alex Delaveau, are you writing this down? Alex Delaveau.
Yes, sir.
Good. The first thing we're gonna start up is rule number one. Rule number one. So rule number one states that when multiplying, let me change this. Rule number one, when multiplying, if the base are the same, then what do we do to the powers if the base are the same?
They stay the same.
Multiply.
No. Someone said it. Add them. Then we add the powers. So if the bases are the same, so if the base is the same, then we add the powers. All right. So when multiplying, if the base are the same, then we add the powers. Alexia, one second. Alexia Brown, are you there? There's Alexia Brown. Alexia Brown, can you hear me? I can't hear from Alexia. Alexia, can you hear me? I don't know why I can never hear from Alexia. Alexia. Okay, I can't hear from Amaya. There's Amaya. Amaya, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Can you read this paragraph on the first rule?
You said the first rule?
This paragraph on the first rule.
Okay. A power or an index is used to write a product of numbers compactly. The plural of index is indices. To manipulate expressions involving indices, we use rules known as laws of indices. Rule number one. When multiplying, if the base are the same, then we add the powers.
Very good. So, class, if the bases are the same, what do we do with the powers?
We are.
We add them.
Add them.
We add them. That's the first rule. If the bases are the same, then we add the powers. So let's do an example of this. Let's do several examples. Again, if the bases are the same, then we add the powers. So say we have where's Thomasina? Thomasina, can you hear me?
Yes, so good night.
Good night. Yeah, I haven't seen your notes based on the stuff I gave you. I don't know if you write them down yet. Or
I
you,
have my notes. I could send them to you.
okay, please send them to me. All right, so if the bases are the same, then we add the powers. Did you do the quizzes that I sent?
I didn't see any quizzes.
Yeah, I sent them.
I could double check, but I didn't
yeah,
remember seeing any.
Yeah, check them. Okay, so let's look at some examples. So example number one, let's say we have a to the third power multiplied by a to the second power. What is going to be our answer for this one? We have a to the third power multiplied by a to the second power.
A to the
A to the power of
5.
a to the power of
5.
very good. A to the power of 5. Now
We
why
just
would it
did this in school today.
oh, really? That's good. A to the power of 5. So what we do, what we have to do, we have to what? add the power. So it's gonna be a to the power of what? 3 plus what? Plus
8 to the power 2.
3 plus 2. What is 3 plus 2? That's gonna be what?
5.
5.
A to the power of 5. All right. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Let's do number 2.
Yes, sir.
Let's do
Yes,
number
sir.
2. Let's say we have a b to the power of 4. I want to multiply that by b to the power of 6. What's going to be my answer for this one? B,
B to the power of 10.
b to the power of, you have to add them, right? So it's going to be
E
4,
to the power of 10.
4 plus 6,
Is
and
10.
and b to the power of what? B to the power
10.
of
Equals 10.
10.
10.
Very good. Next, number 3. Number 3, we have, so these are with letters, right? So if I have, these are the same base. The base in this question for part 1 is what? What's the base?
A.
The base is A. The exponent is 3 and 2. So if the base are the same, you could add the powers, right? So in this case, it's going to be 3 plus 2, which is 5. In this case, it's going to be 4 plus 6, which is 10. Next, we have, what if I have 2 to the power of 5 multiplied by 2 to the power of 7? What's the answer going to be for this one?
I think we have to multiply.
What do I have to do for
I
this
think we
one?
have to multiply.
Multiply
2 to the power of 12.
2 to the power of 2 to the power of what?
12.
2 to the power of 12. How you get 12? It's gonna be what?
7 plus 5 equals 12.
5 plus 7. Very good. 2 to the power of 5 plus 7. And 5 plus 7 is what?
12.
12. So it's gonna be 2 to the power of what?
12.
12. Very good. 2 to the power of 12. All right. Why did we do that? What's the rule?
Because when
multiply, the base is the
same, you
so at the powers.
Add the power. Very good. So in this case, the base is 2. The power is 5 and 7. So we add 5 and 7. 7 plus 5 is 12. Okay, let's move on to number 4. Number 4. Number 4, we have, let's say we have 5 to the power of 3 multiplied by 5 to the power of 8 is going to be equal to what? What's going to be our answer here?
5 to the power of
11.
5 to the power of
11.
5 to the power of,
11
so we have to add
11.
3 plus what?
plus 8
3
plus
plus
8.
8. And what is 3 plus 8?
11.
It's going to be equal to 5 to the power
11.
of 5 to the power of 11. All right.
Mr. T, we can do another example, please.
Another example.
What about the times though?
Say it again.
What
Say it-
about the time?
What about the multiplication symbol? Remember, this is the rule. The rule says if you're multiplying and the bases are the same, then you add the powers. All right. So let's do number 5. Let's do number
Because
5.
it's my
Let's do number 5.
first time.
That's no problem. So let's say we have p to the power of 5 multiplied by p to the power of 2 multiplied by p to the power of 4. What's your answer going to be for this one?
P to the power of 11.
11.
P to
the power of 11.
11.
How did you get that? So it's going to be p
Oh.
to the power of what? P to the power of what?
11.
It's gonna be, we have to add 5 plus what? Plus what? 2 plus what?
2.
Plus 4. So we add the powers. So here we have 5, here we have 2, here we have 4. So it's gonna be p to the power of 5 plus 2 plus 4.
11.
And it's gonna be equal to what? P to the power of what?
11.
I think I get it now.
That's good. P to the power of 11. All right, the rest of you, y'all, do y'all understand how we got this? Let me know if y'all understand. Let me know if y'all understand, please.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's say I have y.
Yes, sir.
As long as you keep it like this, yes.
Okay, let's say we have y. Y times y to the power of 4 multiplied by y to the power of 5. Is the chat open? Let me enable the chat so y'all could type your answer. What y'all answer is for this one? It's gonna be what?
Y to the power of 12.
12.
Y to the power of
Y to the
3
power of 12.
Y
plus
to the
what?
power 12.
3 plus what? 4 plus what?
4 plus 5.
Plus
Plus
5.
5.
It's gonna
Give
be
you 12.
if it's gonna be equal to
12.
y to the power of what?
12.
12. So this is the first rule. If the bases are the same and you're multiplying, then we add the powers. All right, write I inside the chat if you understand how to do this. Write I inside the chat if you understand how to do this. Write N if you do not understand what we're doing. Again, write I in the chat if you understand. Write N if you do not understand. Go ahead, Caleb.
Okay, so if the base number are different, you have to
Yeah.
subtract.
If
If the base number are different,
If the base are different, then we have to use a different rule. All right. If the base is different, then we have to use a different
I
rule.
mean, if like almost like if the base different, you have to.
So what I want y'all to do is take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. But if the bases are the same, if the bases are different, then you can't use this rule. All right. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Asia Moxie, where's Asia Moxie? Asia Moxie, can you hear me? And Alexia Brown, can you hear me? I can't hear from Alexia Brown. Alexia Brown, okay. I can't hear from Alexia Brown. That's not good at all. Anaya Monroe, can you hear me, Anaya? Anaya Monroe, can you hear me? Anaya Monroe, can you hear me? Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp once you finish. Again, take a picture of your work. Good night, good night. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. For those of you who are finished with writing this down. Can we move on to the grade exercise for this? Let me know, please, if we could move on to the grade exercise.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So,
That's all.
Okay.
Mr. Petty, the person who just
Go ahead. I can't hear you. You're breaking up. I can't hear you. I can't hear y'all. I don't know if it's from my internet or not. I can't hear y'all.
I was saying the person that just said good night need to take a screenshot now so that we don't have to go back.
Oh, okay. That's correct. All right. For those of you who just arrived, take a screenshot so we could we don't have to go back. Let me erase all this stuff from the screen. All right, for those of you who just arrived, please take a screenshot because we are moving on from this. Y'all prefer this or main meeting in mode?
I prefer this.
I prefer this.
Median and Modian.
Never.
so
Okay.
far,
So, well, I hope you all say that Well, by the time we reach the third slide. All right, but I'm glad that you're understanding it.
Would this be on our exam too, right?
Of course. Of course. This is algebra. Oh, by the way, this is algebra. For those of you who don't know, this would be called algebra.
Oh, I learned algebra in grade 7. I thought it was something else.
Algebra. Once you see me dealing with variables, that's algebra. All right, let's move on to in each case, simplify. Y'all are breaking up. I can't hear you. Simplify the following. Algebraic expressions. All right, in each case, simplify the following algebraic expressions. Okay. All right, for number one, please answer this inside of your book. For number one, we have m to the third power times n to the fourth. Answer this inside of your book for me, please. For number two, we have p to the sixth times p to the fourth. For number three, we have f to the eighth times f to the third times f to the fifth. For number four, we have h to the 10, h to the fourth, and h to the second, all multiplied by each other. For number five, we have 6 squared times 6 to the 7th power. And for number 6, we have 8 to the 4th power times 8 to the 8th power times 8 to the 12th power. Once you finish with this, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp, and then we're gonna go over it together. Aiden Frandu, where's Aiden Frandu? Aiden Frandu. Where's Aiden Frandu? Aiden Frandu, can you hear me?
Hi, Mr. Petit.
Good
I
night.
don't know.
Allura, you don't understand?
No, sir.
Okay. All right. We have to go over it for you. Aiden Frandu, where's Aiden Frandu? Can't hear from Aiden. Brianna Moss, what number you on?
I'm on number 4.
Number 4. And Charles Alita Bevins. Charles Alita Bevins, are you there? I don't think that's his name. I just think that's his screen name. The person who has the screen name as Charles Alita Bevins. What your name is?
Romaine Barnett.
Say it again.
Romaine Barnett.
Romaine
Yes.
Barnett.
Yeah. So,
What number you on?
and number 2.
Number 2. Okay, you understand what to do?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Where is Cordell Pratt? What number you on, Cordell?
Three.
Cordell Pratt, what number you on?
Number 3.
Okay. Hello?
Sure, Mr. Petit, right done.
Mr. Petit, I think I understand it now a little bit.
All right. Danielle, what number you on? You understand what to do, Danielle?
Yes, sir.
What I need you all to do is, if you finish, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Those persons who are finished, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Destiny Johnson, what number you on? Where's Destiny Johnson?
So,
What number you on?
number 6, I'm almost finished.
Okay. Is there anyone else who's finished? Let me know if y'all are finished. If you're finished, let me know, please.
I am.
I'm taking a picture. I am. I taking
I'm
a picture.
done.
Okay. Dior, where's Dior? Where's Dior?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Petit, that give me number 1.
Yes, we can. Dior, you haven't sent in your notes. You said he's gonna send in your notes today.
Yes, sir. My daddy is going to bring the phone at 8.
Okay. Michaela Maki, can you hear me, Michaela?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand what we did just now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I need you to help me with number 2, okay?
Okay.
And it's either yes or no, sir. Remember.
Mr. Petit, can I help you with number 4?
Yes, we can. Let's do it. Let's do it for those persons who are finished. Let's do it. Number 1. Would y'all have for number 1?
M to the power 7.
M to the power 7.
Power 7.
Oh, 7.
Go ahead, Caleb. How we gonna get this?
First you add. First you see if the base sum is the same.
Uh-huh.
Then you add 4 plus 3.
Which gives us what?
Then you get m to the power of 7.
Very good. Number 2. Who's helping me in number 2?
Me, I am.
That be number 3, Mr. Petit.
Go ahead, Michaela.
So because the bases are the same and we're multiplying, we just add 6 plus 4,
Very good.
which is 10.
Very good. 6 plus 4 is 10. So we got p to the power of what?
10.
10. Very good. Anyone got number 1 and number 2, right? Let me know
Yes,
if
sir.
you,
I got
I did.
if you got it right, please put a tick. Sasha, can you help me with number 3?
Yes,
You
sir.
you have to see if the
So with number 3, because we are multiplying indices and the base is the same,
Uh-huh.
we have 8 plus 3 plus 5, which give us 16. And our answer is f to the power of 16.
Very good. It's gonna be f to the power of 16.
6.
Very good. How many persons got that? Let me know if you got that, please.
I did.
I did.
Very good.
I got it.
Very good. Number 4. What y'all have for number 4?
I got
H to the power 16.
16.
H16.
H16.
It's gonna be 10 plus 2. And this is gonna be equal to h to the power of 10 plus 4 is 14 plus 2 is 16. Gonna be h to the power of 16. All right. Next. What's gonna be with number 5?
Me.
Go ahead, Gian. Chamoy.
Okay. So the basing is the same. So all you have to do is add 2 plus 7 and it's 9. 9 b to the power of 9.
It's gonna be what?
B to the power of 9.
B?
I mean 6 to the power of 9. My
Very
bad.
good. 6 to the power of 9. Very good. Anyone else got that? Let me know, please, if you all got that.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good.
Yes, sir.
Good. And finally, number 6. What y'all got for number 6? What y'all got for number 6?
8 to the power of 24.
8 to the power of 20.
8 to the power of 24.
8 to the power of.
Power by 20.
24, very good. Please make sure that your name does not say Zoom user, otherwise I'm not gonna mute you. It's gonna be 8 to the power of 4 plus what? Plus 8 plus what?
12.
Plus 12, yeah. So we have 4 plus 8 plus 12,
24.
and it's gonna be equal to
24.
8 to the power of
24.
4 plus 8 plus 4 is 8 plus 4 is 12, plus 12 is 24.
24.
8 to the power of 24. All right. Okay, anyone got all right? Let me know if you all got all right.
I did.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Okay, let's do. So the first rule says that once you're multiplying indices, if you have the same base, you have to add the powers. All right, that's what the first rule says. If you have the same base, you have to add the powers. And that's how we do that particular one. All right.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Can you go back to
Um,
previous page so I can take a picture of it, please?
yes, I can. I think you asked me to go back to previous slide, but I could barely hear you, so, but I'm gonna go back. Okay, so the previous slide was this one. Let me please take a picture of it for those persons who came late or whatever. This is
Remember, me telling myself now.
all right.
You might have to write it because I understand it now.
Yes, write this down. After class though, because we have to move on. All right. Okay, so let's move on from this. Tyreek.
Can you go to Mr.
Yes.
Petit?
Yes, this is the second one.
Can you?
Excuse me, Mr. Petit, I have an emergency. I'll be right back in class.
No problem. All right, let's move on to the next one. So we have, this is going to be great exercise number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, examples. So in each case, our goal is to simplify for these ones. So we want to simplify. Kriston, can you hear me? Yeah. Okay. So you want to simplify for these ones. All right, so instructions. Simplify. What I'm going to do is I'm going to divide this into 3 so that we could have, we can have all the space that we need to do this. So let's say we have, say, all right, that should be good. All right, so the first question we have is we have number 1, which states that we have 6b squared multiplied by 3b to the 4th power. How are we gonna answer this? Put inside the chat, what do you think the answer is gonna be for this one? We have 6b squared multiplied by 3b to the 4th. Put inside the chat, what do you think the answer is gonna be? We have 6b squared multiplied by 3b to the 4th. What do you think the answer is gonna be for this one? Anyone have any idea how we're gonna do it?
18 to the,
Say it again.
never mind, never mind.
18b to the power 7.
Multiply it again. Add it up.
9b to the power.
We will have 18 over 18b over 6.
18b over 6.
It would
Yeah.
be
9b to the power of 7.
What y'all think? So
9b to the power
18b.
9b to the power of 6.
okay. Well, the first thing we have to do is the first thing we're gonna do is we have to multiply so we have numbers and we have letters, right? So
Yes.
let's deal with the numbers first. So we're gonna deal with the numbers. So we're gonna say what? 6 multiplied
Six.
by
Times 3.
6 times 3.
Times 3.
All right, and then so we group the numbers, right?
Yes.
Multiply by what?
2.
Bracket 3
No,
times 2.
b
Oh,
to the 2nd power, right?
And then
Multiply by what? B to the what? B to the what? 4th power. All right. And so we have 6 times 3, and we have b
18.
squared, and then we have b to the 4th. Now, what is 6 times 3?
18.
18, very good. And what is what is 6 times 3? 6 times 3 is going to be what? 18.
18.
Right? Multiplied by what is b squared times b to the 4th?
B6.
B to the 2 plus what?
Plus 4.
Plus
4.
4.
4
Equals what?
equals 6
18. What?
B6
18.
times B6.
B to the power of what?
Split.
Power
6.
6. Very good. All right. Do y'all understand that or no? Let me know if y'all understand that.
Yes, I do.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Do like for the multiplication.
All right. So good. So Destiny Johnson, you understand this?
Yes, sir.
Clear Design-
as what?
Okay. Dazon Curry, you understand this?
Yes, I understand it.
Explain how we got 18b to the 6, please. Dazon, explain how we got 18b to the 6.
We got 18b by times and 3 times the 6, and because the b and the b4, but the last thing we did, all we do, we add the 2 plus the 4 and the 6 times 3, and we get 18 and b6.
Very good. All right, let's do another one. The rest of you, do y'all understand this? Let me know, please.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good.
Yes, sir.
Let's move on to another example. So let's say we have this is number 2. So let's say we have Laura, please keep your mic muted. Let's say we have 7 h to the power of 4 multiplied by 8 h to the power of 5. is gonna be equal to what? What do we have to do first?
Multiply
Multiply the what?
numbers.
No, we have to group what?
Group the numbers.
Group the numbers. Group the numbers. So we have 7 multiplied by what? 7 multiplied by what?
8.
8
By 8.
multiplied by open bracket what? H to the power of what? Power of 4 multiplied by what?
H power 5.
H to the power of 5. Very good. H to the power of 5. Close bracket. And it's gonna be equal to
56.
what is 7 times 8?
56.
56. Very good.
You have to
Multiply what?
4.
So we have to what? Add what? 4.
4 plus 5.
4 plus 5. Very good. What is 4 plus 5? That's gonna be what?
9. So you get 56. H to
9,
the power.
56.
Yes, 56 to the power.
8 to the power of 9.
56.
H to the power of
H to the power of what?
9.
9. Very
No.
good. Do we understand this? Let me know if you understand that, please.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Excuse me, Mr. Patiga, I have to step out.
All right, no problem.
I understand clearer than the Bahamian waters.
Devana Knowles, do you understand this? Devana Knowles, do you understand this? Where's Devana? Devana Knowles, can you hear me?
Can you send me the rest of the room, please?
Yes, I can. Where's Devana Knowles?
Okay.
Damari, where's Damari? Damari, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, sir.
Were you in class yesterday?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand what we did just now?
Yes, sir.
Did you send your notes from yesterday?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Explain how we got 56H to the power of 9, Damari.
You group 7 and 8, and you group H to the power of 1, H to the power of 5. You times 7 times 8, you get 56. And then with the H, yeah, you add 4 and 5, and then you get 56. And H to the power of 9.
Very good. Were you in there on Monday, Damari? Did you miss any days this week?
I think I missed the entire last week.
Okay. But you were you here
And Monday to Monday.
on Monday?
This
Okay.
week, Monday.
Oh yeah, but you was there.
Yeah.
Okay, I was trying to figure. Okay. Okay. But you understand this, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's do the rest of y'all. Do y'all understand this, right? Do we understand this?
Yes,
So,
Okay.
Yes, sir.
There are some persons who are not answering me.
I
Persons,
understand.
let me know if you understand this, please.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, let's move on to another one. We could use a different letter, so let's try X. So let's say we have 12 X, right, to the power of 5 multiplied by, say, 5 X. Notice how I write my X as like 2 C's. That's
Because
that's
you
because,
can get sorry.
because I don't want to mix it up with my multiplication sign. All right, so it's going to be equal to what?
12 times 5.
12 times 5. 12 times 5. Oopsies. 12 multiplied by 5. Multiplied by open bracket, x to the power of what?
5.
Multiplied by what?
X to the power of 2.
X to the power of 2. All right.
Mr. T,
Yes, go ahead.
do you take off the multiplication sign because you can multiply your answer by the letter?
What you mean? In which case?
Like for number
bar.
2, you see how you have 56 multiplied by, yes sir.
Well, by putting them together, we mean multiplication. All right, so that's what that means. So we have 12 times 5, which is what?
60.
60, very good. 60, so it's going to be 60 times what? X.
X to the power of
To the
5
power
plus 2.
of 5 plus 2, yeah. And it's going to be equal to 60.
60 and x to the power of 7.
To the power of 7, very good. Kyla, where's Kyla? Kyla, can you hear me? Where's Kyla? Kyla, can you hear me? There she is. Yes, sir. Okay. Kyla, you need to send in your notes. Kriston, where's Kriston? Kriston, right?
I'm here. I just don't have my phone with me.
Explain how we got number 3.
You have to group the 12 times 5 and the x to the power of 5 times x to the power of 2. Then you move down 60 times x, 5 plus 2. And you get 60x to the power of 7.
Very good. The rest of us, do we understand how to do this? Let me know if y'all understand how to do this, please.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work.
I'm still lost.
Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Drayon, were you paying attention?
Yes, sir.
No, you couldn't have been paying attention. Because I asked multiple times if you understand, literally across 3 examples. So you can't be you can't be doing your own thing and then expect us to go over it, Drayon. It's not fair to us. That's not fair to the persons who are here. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp.
Excuse me, Mr.
Go ahead, Justin.
Oh, I just came to class and I don't understand.
Yeah, I know you don't understand because you just arrived. All right, so Trayon and Justin, please pay attention. I'm gonna do I'm gonna do number 3 again. So we have 12x to the 5th multiplied by 5x squared. Well, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna group the 12 and the 5. We're gonna group the 12 and the 5. So we put them together. Trayon and Justin, y'all see that?
Yes,
Yeah.
I understand now. I see it.
And then I group my letters, x to the 5th and my x squared. Do you see that, Justin?
Yes, sir.
Now, if we have the same base and we're multiplying, we're gonna add the powers. So it's gonna be x to the power of 5 plus 2. You see that? 5 plus 2. And so we have 12 times 5, which is 60, and it's gonna be 60x to the power of 7. You understand that, Justin?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Trayon, you understand this?
Yes, sir.
All right, the rest of you, can we go on the grade exercise now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Go.
Yes, sir.
All right,
Yes,
let's move
sir.
on. Okay, let's move on. Please take a picture of this before we move on. Congratulations, you're doing algebra. All right, so we have, let me see, grade exercise number 2. All right. Let's say grade exercise number 2. And again, we just want to simplify. So for these ones, when you're doing algebraic simplification, you just want to simplify it. You don't want to solve for x or solve for the variable. You're just simplifying it. All right. So we have simplify. And so we have, it's going to be number 1. We have 2. Write this down for me, please, and do it in your book. 2r to the power of 7, yes. Go ahead, someone have a question? Two r to the power of 7 multiplied by 3 r to the power of 6. Number 2, we have 4 d to the power of 8 multiplied by 5 d to the power of 3. Number 3, we have 6 y to the power of a third multiplied by 4 y to the power of 9. Number 4, we have 12 c to the power of 7 multiplied by 3 c to the power of 3. Number 5, we have 15 e to the power of 8 multiplied by 6 e to the power of 5.
That's it or is more?
Just those 5. I need you all to answer this inside of your book, please. Once you finish with answering them, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Christina, where's Christina? Christina Scrawn. Christina Scrawn, can you hear me?
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Yes, Sean.
Yes, sir.
Oh, my mother's phone is like dying, so can I send the pictures to you on email?
Yes, we can.
Okay, thank you.
Go ahead, Christina Scrawn. You on what, circle theorem? Or you finished that?
Yes, sir. Well, I have about 3 or 4 more to go.
Okay. You have any questions on that for me? Let me know, please.
No, well, not yet. No, sir.
Okay. What y'all doing in school now?
Well, we doing transformation, reflection, and packaging.
You did say that.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm done. I'm watching all notes one time today. Huh?
Oh, that's not how I asked the notes to be sent.
Because I wasn't able to.
Say it again. Say it again.
I wasn't able to, so I'm gonna be able to send all of them today. I'm already sent.
Okay, okay. All right.
Good afternoon, Mr. Petit.
Yes. Go ahead.
Just driven. I just telling you that I came late because I had basketball practice and I just now reached home. So I would have missed a little bit of what's going on today.
Okay. What I'm gonna do is take a picture of take a screenshot of this slide so you can figure out what's happening. The rest of y'all, are y'all finished with this? Let me know if y'all finished.
I'm on number five.
Jervin, take a picture of this, please.
Thank you.
All right, are we done? Let me know if y'all finished, please. Are y'all finished with this?
I'm done.
Yes, sir.
Amani,
Good.
Miles.
Yes, sir.
Alondra, what number you on? Alondra, what number you on?
Why supposed to be E?
Yeah, that's E. Alondra, what number you on?
Oh,
I'm finished.
Okay, you finish. Gilbriana, what number you on?
Number 4.
Did you send your notes from yesterday?
Yes, sir.
You didn't. I didn't see it.
I send them on the next phone.
Type your name on that phone so I can see your notes. All right.
Okay.
Jaden Branchador, what number you on?
Number 5.
Number 5. And Aiden Bean, is Aiden Bean now?
Yes, sir.
You understand what to do?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Jeftanic Murphy, what number you on?
did I finish?
Where's Jeftanic Murphy?
Number 5.
Number 5, you understand what to do?
I'm ready, y'all.
Do you
Yes,
understand?
sir.
Okay. Ronald, where's Ronald? Ronald, what number you on? Ronald, what number you on?
Number 4.
Did you send your notes from yesterday?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I was calling you yesterday and you would not respond. Why is that?
I didn't hear Mr. D, to be honest.
Were you sleeping?
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay. Help me with number 1. What are we gonna do for this one?
Number 1. First, you get 2 times 3.
Which gives us what?
6.
6. Very good.
Then
Number 5.
Then what we do afterwards?
Then you do the R. Then you do the R. Then put the 6 plus 7 on top of the R.
And that gives us what?
It gives us 13.
It's gonna be 6 to the power of what?
6 to the power of 13.
6R to the power of 13.
7.
Very good. Oh, that's not bad. That's my bad. 6 times R to the power of 13. Anyone else got that? Let me know if you got that, please.
I did.
Okay, good. Number 2. What y'all have for number 2?
20 D to the power 11.
20
D
to the power of what?
11.
11. Very good. Number 3. What y'all have for number 3?
24
y
to the power of 12.
24
y
y to the power of what?
12.
12. 12. Oh yeah. Yeah, it is 12. I'm thinking multiply it. You're right, 12. All right, good. Number 4, what y'all have for number 4?
36 times the 50 to the power of 10.
36c to the power of what?
10.
10.
Yeah, I go with number 5.
No. Number 15, number 5, what y'all have?
90.
90
Power.
to the power of 13.
90 what?
90x.
E.
Sorry.
Yeah.
To
To the power of
13.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It's gonna be 1, 3, 13. Anyone got 5 out of 5? Anyone got 5 out of 5?
I did.
Good.
Yes, sir.
Put an I in the chat if you understand what to do. Put an I inside the chat if you understand what to do. Put an N if you do not understand. But put a Y. Put an I if you do. Anyone got 1 wrong? Anyone got 1 wrong?
I did. I multiplied
You multiply.
by 5 on accident instead of 6.
Yeah. Okay. Anyone else got 1 wrong? All right. Put I in Jemiah. Okay. Put I inside the chat if you understand what to do. Put N if you do not understand. Chloe, you understand this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and that's good. Okay, let's move on from this. It's gonna be so let's move on to, so all of this is application of the first rule, right? So the first rule tells us that we add, if they're same base, right? Same base, we add the powers. All right, that's what the first rule tells us. Let's consider another example. So let's say we have, say, examples. And the instructions are the same. We want to simplify.
So you're not going to give us a rule stating that if it's different numbers, then we multiply?
Different numbers? No, that's just algebra. That's not like a rule.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not algebra.
Mr. Petit,
Go ahead.
can you please go back to the previous slide for 1 second, please?
Yes, I can. This is, you mean the grade exercise?
Yes, sir. 1 second. All right, thank you.
No problem. So here we just want to simplify. Yeah, we're still working with the same rule. Let's move on to this question. This is Kriston, you understand this?
Yes, sir. I just sent.
Okay, number 1. So let's say we have this is an interesting one. I like this. So y'all say y'all like this as opposed to mean, median, and mode?
Yes.
Yes,
But anytime
sir.
you laugh, that's a exactly. The laugh is scary.
It's a good laugh. It's a friendly laugh. B squared p to the 3rd power multiplied by b to the 4th. What y'all think the answer is gonna be for this one? We have b squared times
to
p
the
to the
ninth
third.
BP to 9.
Really?
I think b to the 9th power, maybe.
BP to the 9th power.
BP to the 9th. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyone else
to
want to try?
the 6th power times p to the 3rd power.
Anyone else want to try?
B
BP to the 9th power.
To the ninth power.
BP to the 9th power.
b to the 6th power, p to the 1st power.
Who
Oh
said
wait, never mind. You see the 3.
B
Okay.
to the 7th power times P to the 3rd power.
B to the 7th power times P to the 3rd power. Anyone else?
B to the 6th power, P to the 3rd power.
B to the 6th power and P to the 3rd power.
Yes, sir.
Who's that
Yes, sir.
speaking?
Yes, sir.
Aiden being
Aiden. Okay. Anyone else?
B to the 7th power times P3.
B to the 7th power times P3. Okay.
Oh my bad. I thought that was a 3. That's a 2.
Okay.
That's 6th power. B to the 6th power times 3 P to the 3rd power.
So you're saying BP to the 7th or BP to the 9th? Anyone
No.
think?
B to the 6th power times P to the 3rd power.
Okay. Anyone think that it's BP to the 9th?
I do.
I do.
Okay.
I did.
Okay. So the first thing we want to do is we are going to group our letters. So it's gonna be B squared multiplied by what? B to the what?
B to the 4th.
B to the 4th. We group them together. And we multiply by what? Times what?
Times P to the 3rd.
P to the 3rd. Yes, P to the 3rd. And the reason why go ahead, Lamar.
My mamika almost kept breaking just now, so she coming back in a second.
Okay, no problem. So go ahead, Genesis.
I have to leave now.
No problem. So remember now, no problem. Remember now that the rule only works for if it's the what? If it's the same
The
what?
same variable.
The same base or the same variable. Are all these the same base?
No.
Are all these the same base?
No, sir.
No. So that means that we can't add all of them because this is P and this is B. So what we do is we group the B's. All right. And when we group the B's, what we have is going to be what? When you group the B's, it's going to be what?
B6.
Yeah. B to the power
B to the power of what? B to the power of
6.
2 plus what? 2 plus 4. Multiplied by what? P to the what?
P3.
P to the 3rd power. And it's going to be equal to B to the power of 2 plus 4 is going to be what? B to the power of 6.
6.
And it's going to be P to the power of 3. Does that make sense to y'all? Let me know, please.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So you don't put them up. Don't put them together.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so B to the power of 6. Multiply by them together, that means multiplication. So whenever you have two variables adjacent to each other, that means multiplication. All right. Anyone said that? Anyone said that? B to the 6, P to the 3rd.
I said that.
Said that?
I did, but I didn't. Said it. A few people said it.
Yeah. Go ahead, Antoine.
Is there any way we could simplify this more?
That's a very good question. Is there any way we could simplify this more? That's a very good question.
You just say there's two different cannot put it together.
Is there any way we could simplify this further?
Yes, sir. No, sir.
Yeah, you think? For
No,
those.
No, sir.
All right. If you think we can simplify it further, put yes. If you think we cannot, put no in the chat. Let me see what the chat say. If you think we cannot simplify this further, put. If you think we could simplify it further, put yes. If you think we cannot, put no. All right. Sashanik, you on the previous slide. This is the previous slide, Sashanik. Where's Sashanik? Okay, oh, she can't respond. You got it, Sashanik?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay, and the slide before that, it was this one. You got it? Sashnik, you got it? For this one.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
No problem. Okay, so let me look at the chat and see all responses. Ooh. Yes. Who's okay? Yes, we could simplify it. Rodrigo, you think we should simplify it? Where's Rodrigo? Rodrigo, you think we could simplify it? How can we simplify it some more?
We could say
Divide 3 into 7.
You could divide 3 into 6. What? Okay. What are you
Yes.
saying?
Yeah.
Okay. What are you saying, Rodrigo? What could we do?
we could divide 6 and then that would be 3.
Okay.
And then
So you're saying we have to
I
divide?
think you should use, yes, sir.
Okay. Well, actually, if you said no, you are right. We cannot simplify this further because this is B and this is P. The variables are unlike. You cannot do none with that, right? It only can work if the variables are the same. All right. So yeah, we have to leave it just like that. So it is fully simplified. There's nothing more we could do to simplify this. Absolutely nothing. Let's do another one. So it is fully simplified. So
Mr. Petty, is
go
there
ahead.
a rule number 2?
No, we're still on rule number 1.
Was there a rule number 2?
No.
Okay, thank you. But we're doing unlike terms?
No, for this one, well, the ones before we used doing it with numbers. And for this one, we're doing it with unlike terms, yes.
Okay.
All right, so yeah, so we cannot simplify this further. Let's do another example. Let's say we have a to the power of 3 multiplied by a, well, I'm sorry, multiplied by c to the power of 5 multiplied by a. That's a good question. I like this question. To the power of 6 multiplied by c squared. Anyone have any answer for this one? Do you think we can?
I think I know that.
I do.
What do you think it is? What do you think it is?
A to the 9th power and C times C to the 7th power.
A to the 9th, C to the 7th. That's what you think?
Yes, sir.
Anyone else want to try? Anyone else want to try? She's saying.
I think it is in the bracket, you will have 8 to the 3rd power times 8 to the 6th power.
I want the final answer.
Oh, that would be A.
A to the power 9.
A over 9.
Power.
Times 6 to the power 7.
And C cubed.
C to the 7th.
I think I know it.
So go ahead, Harmony.
So it can be A to the power of 14 and C to the power of 2.
Okay, so let's do it. So we have, let's group, what we gonna do? Group our what? Group our what? Group our A's, right?
A3
It says
and
A3. So
yes.
A3 and A what? To the power of 6.
6.
Multiplied by what?
Close bracket.
Multiplied by what?
5.
C to the power of 5
C5.
multiplied
And
by
C to
what?
the power of 2.
C
C to the
squared, right?
power 2.
C squared. It's going to be equal to a to the third power times a to the sixth power. That's going to be what?
To 9.
A to the 9 power.
So 3 plus 6 is going to be what? Multiplied
9.
by c to the power of 5 plus 2.
2.
Good. Do we understand that, right?
Yes, sir.
Understand that? And then we have what?
A to the 9
8
power.
To the 9.
is equal
To the 9th power
equal to a to
multiplied
the
by
a
C by the 7th power.
to the 9th power
To the 9.
multiplied by c to the power of
C
what?
to the 7.
Power 7.
7.
Do you all understand that? Let me know if you all understand that, please.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, one more final step. It's going to be what? A to the power of 9, c to the power of 7. All right, does that make sense? Let me know if that makes sense to you all.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good. Let's do number 3. Number 3. Number 3, we have number 3, we have y to the power of 5 multiplied by z to the 4th multiplied by y to the 6th. All right, how are we gonna do this? What are we gonna do?
You put the y's together and you add their indexes and you leave the z like that.
Very good. So it's gonna be open bracket. We put the y's together, so it's gonna be y to the power of 5 multiplied by what?
Y to the power of 6.
Very good. Y to the power of 6 multiplied by what?
C to the power of 4.
C to the power of 4. All right. That's gonna be equal to
11.
Y to the power of 5 plus 6 is what?
11.
5 plus 6 multiplied by z to the power of 4. That's going to be equal to y to the power of what is 5 plus 6?
11.
11. And it's going to be z to the power of 4. All right, good. Does that make sense to you all? Let me know if that makes sense to you all.
Yes, sir.
It does.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Have you already written this down? Let me know if you've written this down. If so, take a picture of it and
Yes,
send it to
sir.
me via WhatsApp again. If so, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. Where's Joel Cooper? Joel Cooper, do you understand this?
Good day. Yes, sir, I understand it.
Good. Morano Hano, you understand this?
Yes, sir.
Good. Nishka, do you understand this? Where's Nishka? Nishka, do you understand this? Where's Nishka? Nishka, you have to respond. Where's Nishka? But Nishka, you haven't sent me your notes. Where's your notes, Nishka? From today. Where's your notes? Where is your notes?
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
In our case, the religious studies, I got 100 because on the same topic he teaches, the teacher just gave us a pop quiz. I didn't even know we were supposed to study it.
Wow. Wow.
And I was the only person who got 100.
That's incredible. You're unique. All right, so again, take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. Nishka, please send in your work now, please. Nishka, send your work now. Who's L Rule? Who's L Rule? Who's that? Who's L Rule? Tony Cooper, where's Tony Cooper? Tony Cooper.
Yes, sir.
Have you sent in your notes?
No, sir. I'm writing it down. Now.
How about the previous ones?
No, sir. I just joined late because I was having Wi-Fi issues.
Okay, were you here any time this week? What is your
No,
first?
sir.
Is your first day?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. That means that 1 second. That means that you have to send in the work, okay, Tony?
Okay, no problem. Yes, sir.
No problem. Good. So why did you miss class?
My schedule is my schedule. My schedule
Okay, I
is
understand.
busy sometimes.
Okay, okay. The rest of you, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp.
Excuse me, Mr. Petty.
Go ahead.
I'll send the graded exercise number 2 shortly after class ends because I had a situation.
Okay, no problem. That's fine.
I had to.
Okay.
I want to do it on my own. I don't just want to write it down.
Okay. All right, let's move on. Let me do the grade exercise for this one. We ready for the grade exercise, right? I think we're ready.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Size number, it's number 3, right? Has to be number 3. Instructions. Simplify. D to the power of 3 multiplied by G to the power of 2 multiplied by D to the power of 5 multiplied by G to the power of 9 H to the power of 6 multiplied by m to the power of 4 multiplied by h to the power of 10. Number 3. Number 3. P to the power of 5 T to the power of
Mr. Bati,
9.
that's a Q on top of that G, right?
That is a 2. P power of 3 multiplied by T to the power of 11. Number 4. K to the power of 4 W to the power of 12 multiplied by K to the power of 8. And finally, number 5, let's say R power of 7 times Y to the power of 8 times R power of 14 times Y to the power of 12. Okay, just those 5 for me. Quickly do them for me. Answer them correctly based on the notes that I gave you all. Fanaj, what number you on? Where's Fanaj? Fanaj, can you hear me? Fanaj, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
I haven't seen you in class for a while. Where were you?
I wasn't able to come for a couple of days.
Why?
D-Day finna.
Why is that, Fanaj? If you finish, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Why is that, Fanaj? Hello, Vanaj, can you hear me? I can't answer. Shekinah, what number you on? Shekinah, what number you on?
Number 2.
Number 2, you understand what to do?
Yes, I understand.
Zion, Neely, do you understand what to do? Zion, Neely, you understand what to do?
Yes, sir.
What number you on?
5.
Mr. Petit, may I use the restroom, please?
Yes, you can. Satazia, what number you on? Satazia, what number you on?
Number 2.
You understand what to do?
Like kind of like something like that.
I don't see your notes. I don't see your notes from
Yes,
yes. Yeah, you have to send in your notes, Satesio.
Yes, sir.
Kyla and Kaylee. Kyla and Kaylee, you understand what to do? Where's Kyla and Kaylee? You understand what to do? Kyla and Kaylee.
I put my clothes in. I put my clothes in. I'm over here.
Kyla, are you the only one there? Is your sister also there? Where's Kylie? Is only Kyla there or Kaylee is also there? Kyla, is Kaylee also there? Answer me, please. Where's Shania? Can you hear me? Where's Shania? Shania, can you hear me? Shania Bethel.
I finished, Mr. Petit.
You're finished? Anyone else finished? Is there anyone else who's finished? Let me know,
I
please.
am.
Yes, sir.
I finished.
All right.
Yeah.
Jonathan, you understand what to do for this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp.
I'm back.
All right. Let's go ahead and answer these. Let's go ahead and answer this. What y'all have for number 1?
D8.
D to the power of what?
8. D to the power 8.
8, yes. Multiplied by what?
G11.
G to the power of
11.
11. And while we get 11, we have to add what?
2 plus 9.
2 plus 9. Can we simplify this any further?
No, sir.
No, so that's the answer. Next, what y'all have for number 2?
H16 M4.
H to the power of 16 multiplied by what?
M4.
M to the?
M4.
M to the 4th power.
Yeah.
Very good. Anyone else got that? Let me know if y'all got that, please.
I did.
I did.
Good. Next, we have
P to the power of 8 and T to the power of 20.
P to the power of
8.
8 and T to the power of 20.
T to the power of 20. 20. Very good. T to the power of 20. Next, so we have for number 4.
K to the power of 12, and
12.
W to the power of 12.
K to the power of K to the power of
12.
12
And
multiplied by
W to the power of 12.
W to the power of 12. Okay. What's we have for number 5?
R to the power of 21 and Y to the power of 20.
R to the power of 21. 21 multiplied by Y to the power of
20.
20. Very good. Good. Did anyone get all right? Let me know if you got all right, please.
I did.
I did.
I did.
Anyone else got all right? All right. Let me know if you got all right.
I did.
Okay.
I did.
Good. Take a picture of your
Yes,
work and
sir.
send it to me via WhatsApp. Anyone got one wrong? One wrong? If you got one wrong, let me know, please. One wrong.
I did because I was on
You're all right.
Okay.
I
So-
get one wrong because I thought that was a P on 5.
Okay. Satesio, where's Satesio? You need to send in your work, Satesio. Satesio, you have to send in your notes. And the rest of you who haven't sent in the work, the picture of your work, you have to do that. All right.
I'll send mine at the end of class.
Okay.
Mr. Batik, could you send your number again, please? Because I switched over a phone and your number did not store in my phone. So could you send me your number again so I can send my notes, please? Thanks.
Yes, I can. Okay, it's my number is 426-8891. That's my number, 426-8891. All right, so what time is it? Oh, we have time. Let's move on to, I think we're ready for the next rule, rule number 2. I think we're ready for that. So let's go ahead and deal with that. Put an I inside the chat if you understand this first rule. Put an N if you do not understand, but put an I if you do understand the first rule for me. Again, put an I if you understand the first rule, put an N if you do not understand it.
After Ms. Petit, my computer just shut off, so I had to sign back in.
Okay, no problem. Kenan, you understand this so far?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Oh boy. All right, we don't have enough time to do all of the examples, but I mean, not all of the examples, but we don't have to do, I wish we started this earlier, but we're gonna finish rules of indices next week, Monday. But let's see how much we could finish for rule number 2. I think we could introduce rule number 2 today, and we're gonna complete that on next week. God spare life. So let's continue. So rule number 2. Rule. Let me just head up properly. Let me do it properly. Rule number 2. Rule number 2. Rule number 2 says that when dividing, so rule number 1 dealt with which operation?
Multiplication.
Multiplication. Now rule number 2 deals with division. So when we are dividing, right? If the bases are the same, what do we do with the powers?
We add them.
Subtract.
We subtract. We subtract the powers. Okay. So if the bases are the same, and we're dividing, we're gonna subtract the powers. Okay. So let's go ahead and do that. So let's simplify. So we have number 1. So let's say we have a to the power of 5 divided by a to the power of 3. That's gonna be equal to what?
A to the power 2.
A to the power of
2 squared.
A, very good. A to the power of 5. 5 minus 3. And 5 minus 3 is what? 2. That makes sense?
A equals.
That makes sense?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
So it's gonna be a squared. Let's do another one.
Yes, sir.
Number 2. Let's say that we have,
That's kind of easy.
yeah, the quotient rule. Let's say we have b to the power of 7 divided by, math is easy, don't make it hard, divided by b to the power of 4. What answer gonna be for this one?
B to the
E
power
to the
3.
power of 3.
Very good.
Yeah, B to the power of 3.
To the power
B to
of
the
7
power
take
of,
away 4 is to the power.
very good. 7 minus 4. That's going to be b to the power of, b to the power of 3.
B to the power of 3.
Very good. Number 3. We have f to the power of what? F to the power of 9 divided by what? F to the power of 2. That's going to be equal to
F to the power of 7.
f to the power of,
7.
very good, 9 minus 2. 9 minus 2.
It's 7.
It's going to be equal to f to the power of what? F to the power of 7. Where is Satasia? Satasia, do you understand this? Where's Satasia? Satasia, do you understand this? I can't hear from Satasia. The rest of us, do we understand this? Let me know, please.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I understand it.
Good, let's move on to, who's L rule? Who's L rule? Number 4. Number 4, we have 5 to the power of 6. Uh-huh.
My laptop about to die, so I can join back on my phone. Can you give me a couple minutes, please?
Yes, no problem. After 5 to the power of 6 divided by 5 to the power of 4 is going to be equal to what?
2.
5 to the power of
6 take away
6
no,
minus
divided
4.
by
6 minus 4, which is going to be what?
plus 4. If 1. 2.
2, very good. 5 squared. Number 5. Let's say we have 2 to the power of 8 divided by 2 to the power of what? 3. The answer is going to be what?
2 to the power of 8 take away 3.
2 to the power of 8 minus 3. 8 minus 3, which is going to be what? 2 to the power of
2 to the power of 5.
2 to the power of 5.
2 to the power of 5. Does anyone know what is 2 to the power of 5? What is that equal to? 2 to the 5th power.
2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2.
Yes, very good. And what is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2?
32.
32. Yes, 32. That's correct. Now we have x to the power of 10 divided by x to the power of 4. It's going to be equal to what? X
6.
to the power of 10.
To the power of 6.
10 minus 4, which is what?
6.
X to the power of 6.
Yes.
Finally, number 7, we have p to the power of 12, p to the power of 12 divided by p to the power of what? 7. It's going to be equal to p to the power of what? P to the power.
Minus P
12.
12
12 minus 7. And what is
equals
to the power of 5.
equals what? P to the
Five,
power of what?
five.
P to the
P
power
power
of
five.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. P to the power of 5. Very good. Where is Wyatt? Wyatt, you understand this? Wyatt, you
Yes, sir.
how do we got P to the power of 5?
Pardon?
How we got P to the power of 5?
Because we take away the power just out of the same base.
Good. Good. Tyreek, where's Tyreek? Tyreek, can you hear me? Where's Tyreek?
Yes, sir.
Tyreek, where's your notes?
Pardon?
Where's your notes for today's class? Where's your notes?
I have them. You want me, I can send them.
Yeah, you have to send them, Tyreek. You have to send your notes. Trinity, you understand this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The rest of us, do we understand this? Let me know, please, if y'all understand this before I go.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are we ready for the grade exercise? Before we do that, take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. We're gonna do the grade exercise right now.
Okay, I think I screenshot. Wait.
Take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp before we move on to the grade exercise.
Over the last decade, three-pointers have taken more to a shot that now determines the outcome of many games. But after an entire era of
All right.
I'm not finished yet. One more.
No problem.
Correct.
You finish? Let me know if you finish, please. So
One more.
Okay, no problem. All right, I want us to do you know what? Let me put the grade exercise on this side then. Let me put it on the side. So for those of you who are finished, put your answers inside the chat for this one. This is gonna be the grade exercise. Let me put it in a different color. I'll try.
So you don't want us to write it?
No. We don't have enough time. We don't have enough time. So I'm gonna put the grade exercise on the other side. So please do. This is gonna be on this side. There we go. All right, so let's say we have, just put your answer inside the chat. Oh, by the way, how do you write it in the chat? Do you know how you write powers in the chat? So if you write it like this, say P to the power of 8. That's how we write it. And B to the power of 9. That's how we write it. Okay. But if you don't know how to do it, then just write it. Just write it as a thing. So just write it
Just
as
put an answer.
just put the answer in the chat. All right.
All right.
Okay, so let's move on.
So we don't have to write the graded exercise.
No. We don't have enough time. We only have 4 minutes. So we have to quickly do this before it's time. So let's go ahead. So let's say we have, just put your answers inside the chat for me, please. Y to the power of 8 divided by, put your answers inside the chat for me, please. Divided by Y to the power of 3. This is number 1. Number 2, D to the power of 7 divided by D to the power of 2. Number 3, 9 to the power of 4, I think, divided by 9 to the power of 3. Number 4, 8 to the power of 10 divided by 8 to the power of 7. Number 5, z to the power of 12 divided by, put your answers inside the chat, put your answers inside the chat. Z to the power of 10. No, just put the answer inside the chat. You don't have to do it in your book. Okay, that's fine.
Think to make it into a power, I can't do that.
Say it again.
Like how you say put the thing on top in the chat to show that it's a power, I can't do it.
You have to press shift and
On the
6.
shift key and the number 6.
Yeah, thank you. Shift and the number 6. Okay. Are y'all done? Let me know if we're finished.
Yes, I'm completed.
Okay, what we got for number 1?
Y to the power of 5.
Y to the power of 5. 8 minus 3. If you got it, please put a tick. We got for number 2.
D to the power of 5.
D to the power of 5.
D to the power of 5. Very good.
Put a tick between this in the chat.
That is true. That is true. 9 to the power of 4 divided by 9 to the power of 3 gives us what?
9 to the power of 1.
9 to the power of 1, which is what?
9
Simply 9.
times.
So it'll be
It's
9.
9.
So it'll be 9. Equals 2.
8 to the power of 3.
8 to the power of 3. Very good. It's going to be equal to
Z to the power of
C to the power of
2.
2. Very good.
2, yeah, 2.
Anyone got all right? Let me know if you got all right.
I did.
I got all right.
I did.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. Congratulations. You are doing algebra. Put an I inside the chat if you understand how to do this.
Thank you.
Put an I inside the chat if you understand how to do this. Put an N if you do not understand. Again, put an I if you understand. Put an N if you do not understand. So y'all sure y'all like this more than main, median, and mode? Y'all sure?
I ain't gonna lie, this is the easiest one. This is the easiest one.
Okay. All right.
Just wait. Just wait.
Okay. This is lovely. This is lovely. I can't wait till next week. So enjoy it for this week. It'll be very good. Next week, we're gonna build on this, right? And we're gonna be looking at different rules. All right, so we're gonna move on to social studies and religious studies. If you are doing social studies and religious studies, please stay back. Again, we're doing social studies and religious studies.
Good night, Mr. Petit.
If you're doing social studies and religious studies, please stay back. Okay. Again, we're doing social studies and religious studies. If you're doing social studies and religious studies, please stay back. Okay, so we ready? We know if we're ready.
Good night, Mr. Petit.
Good night. All right, let's go. All right, let me take a screenshot of this so we could have this saved. All right. Wait a minute. Erase our link. Flower drawings. We're gonna move on to social studies. So let's go ahead and do that. I think we could here. Let's head up. My name is Mr. Petit. Today is Thursday the 14th of November. The 14th of November.
The day we have class on Sunday.
2024. Who's that speaking? Caleb?
So.
Yes, we do. Face to face. Face to face. Only face to face. Not virtual. Subject is social studies. Social studies. The last thing we did in social studies, anyone can remember? We were looking at what?
Columbus other voyage.
Columbus's other what?
Other voyage.
Columbus's other voyages.
Voyages.
Yes.
Other voyages.
Good, perfect. And we was talking about the fact that what other, besides New Providence, besides the Bahamas, what other places he went in his other voyages?
America.
Spain.
China.
He went to Cuba. What else? Dominic. He went to Cuba. He went to Hispaniola. Where else?
Dominica.
Haiti.
He went to Haiti.
Jamaica.
Jamaica. Yes, he did go to Jamaica.
Haiti.
He did go to Haiti. Let me ask you a question. He did go to Dominica. He did go to South America. Let me ask you a question. What was the name of the king and queen who was responsible for financing him?
King Ferdinand and King Isabella.
Say it again.
King Ferdinand and King Isabella.
What?
King Ferdinand.
Queen Isabella and King
Ferdinand.
Thank you. King
Ferdinand
and Queen Isabella. What is the name of the ship that got shipwrecked when he was heading to Hispaniola?
Santa Maria.
Very good. The Santa Maria got shipwrecked. And what was the name of the fort that he built? What was the name of the fort?
Navidad.
La Navidad.
Yeah.
Very good. La Navidad. Very good. Now Christopher Columbus said that he would come back for those persons he left on the fort. Anyone can remember how many?
He eventually came back, but they
39.
died.
39 men.
39 men. Very good. What was the name of the cacique that he met?
Guanahani.
Guacanagari. All right, so let's talk about the encomienda system, as we're gonna be looking at today. The encomienda system. Anyone ever heard that before or learned that before?
No.
I did. Really yet, not yet.
Encomienda system. So this is basically going to tell us what was the fate of the Arawaks, like what happened to them as a result of Christopher Columbus' arrival to the Bahamas. All right. So Spain had this wonderful idea that what they're gonna do is, so Columbus, quote unquote, found the New World. So they found these nice and friendly people living on these islands. And so what they decided to do was to make them work for them, basically, right? Now, to be fair, the king and the queen wanted them to be treated fairly and, with a bit of dignity. And so they had this system whereby they would work for them and they would be compensated, and they would be converted to Christianity. So they had this nice little system that they had in mind, which they thought was fair. I mean, I don't understand how you could come to people's land and force them to work for you and still think that's fair. But at any rate, they had this idea that, you know what, we could let them work for us and we could pay them wages, right? And it would be a nice little thing between the Spain and the natives that was working there. However, one second. However, this system that the king instituted, basically did not happen in the way that they thought. It actually became very brutal and very cruel, and was one of the things that caused the Arawaks to die and to suffer a lot of cruelty. So this is the encomienda system. So it starts off with this guy named Ovando. He had been instructed. Now listen to the instructions given. So he had been instructed by King Ferdinand, and Queen Isabella to institute this system. This system is supposed to have some sort of fairness to it, some sort of dignity given to the Arawaks, to convert the Arawaks to Christianity. He was instructed to look after them and to punish any Spaniard who did not
Want to become a Christian?
No, any Spaniard who did not treat them well. So 3 things the king and the queen said. Okay, Ovando, Christopher Columbus already, found out this new place and stuff. And we know that Arawaks are living there. We want you to do 3 things. What are the 3 things that they wanted Ovando to do? 3 things.
Be nice to the people.
The what?
To look after.
To look after them. What else?
Make sure, like,
it's right there. 3 things that
To convert the Arawaks
to convert them to Christianity.
Look after them and to punish any Spaniard.
Very good.
Very
good. Very good. 1 second. So the first thing he wanted them to do is convert them to Christianity, look after them, and punish any Spaniard that did not treat them well.
Mr. Petit,
yes.
Before I still don't know who Ovando is. I don't know who Ovando is.
You don't know who Ovando is? That's the person that's the person who was in charge. That's the person who they put in charge of the encomienda system. No, not Christopher Columbus. No. Christopher Columbus.
Was he an Arawak?
No, he was not an Arawak. He was not an Arawak. He was actually one of them. A Spaniard. He was a Spaniard. Yes, go ahead.
The people from Spain, they collect the Arawaks so they can be their slaves, so they can work for them. And
yeah, basically that's what happened. So
Mr. Petit, Ovando didn't listen then because they treat the Arawaks them bad.
He was the governor. He became the governor of Hispaniola. And yeah, basically they did not obey what the king and queen say. I mean, why would they? I mean, like, I'm gonna explain. So the Arawaks were also were also to be compelled. You know what compelled means?
Like basically forced.
Forced, yeah, forced.
Forcing
Yeah, the
somebody to do
AWACS.
something.
Yeah, the AWACS were to be forced to work, but they were to be paid wages for this. Now, this is where it becomes weird because you have this thing where they're saying, hey, we are good people. We want to look after them, convert them to Christianity, look after them. We don't want to punish any Spaniard who don't treat them well. But yet you're saying that they need to be forced to work. That don't make no sense. Like, how in the world you think they could be treated well if they're being forced to work? Also, convert them to Christianity. What if they don't want to be converted to Christianity? What you gonna do? You gonna force them still?
No,
So
sir.
it's, well, apparently that's what King Ferdinand and them wanted to do. Now, another thing, they say they were to be paid wages. Well, they're already on their land. They're on their land. They're chilling out. They don't want to work. If they don't want to work, I don't care if you're paying them. Like, if they don't want to work, they shouldn't be forced to work, right? And that's the problem with this whole system from the beginning. The land was settled. The land was settled by the Spanish. And so, you know, they settled the place and they're like, this is our place now. What y'all could do about it? Y'all can't do nothing about it. The land was settled by the Spanish, or the land settled by the Spanish would remain the property of the crown. And that's why some persons say, well, why they go about looking for different places and stuff like that, Well, they did that because whatever territory that they find would be their territory. And that's why they were so, what should I say? That's why they were so
hardworking.
Yeah, that's why they were so bent on finding these land, because if they find it, whoever find it first, it's theirs. Especially if the king and queen send you, once they find that, then if you working for the king and queen, then you find a land that is the territory of the Spanish crown in this case. And the AWACS were to be entrusted. Entrusted. And this is a key word there, entrusted. When we say entrusted, what do we mean?
Somebody trust you or something like that.
Okay, entrusted. Entrusted. I'm going to finish the sentence. Entrusted to the settlers. Let me be very specific. To the Spanish settlers who were called encomenderos. And encomenderos just basically mean, this means protectors. So King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella had this wonderful plan. And they're saying, hey, any settler you find in these places, wherever you go, these AWACS you'll find, these natives that you'll find, you all are going to convert them to Christianity, look after them, punish any Spanish who try to mistreat them. But at the same time, they need to be forced to work. At the same time, the land that they were on, it's not going to be their land no more. It's going to be our land. But our settlers who settle there are going to be the protectors of these people. So basically, they come into their place and they run the show, and then they call themselves their protectors. So, but this system, as constructed or as thought by King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella, in their minds, it was a fair system, right? In their mind, they're like, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna be fair to the Arawaks. We're gonna treat them right. No one's supposed to treat them wrong. In fact, the Spaniards who are there are gonna be called their protectors. They're gonna be the encomenderos, right? In the part of this encomienda system. They're gonna be the protectors. They're gonna keep them safe. Yes, they're gonna make sure that they work, but they're not gonna harm them. They're not gonna do anything wrong. But that's not what happened. But under Ovando, and let me just, because I think Sashnik asked us, he was the governor of Hispaniola at the time. And he had full sanction. He had full sanction of the king and queen. Like they sanctioned him to do it. So he had their authority. But under Ovando, the governor of Hispaniola, the encomenderos, by the way, what does encomenderos mean?
This mean protectors.
Yeah, the encomenderos took their own view of the encomienda system. Now, what do you think their view was?
Slavery.
Slavery and punishment.
Exactly, of the encomienda system. The Tanos. Okay, so I'm just gonna put they call them the Tanos, but they're Arawaks. The Arawaks were forced to work for long hours. Looking for what? Looking for gold and growing food for the what? For the settlers. Those who tried to resist, was what happened to them?
They got beaten with steel fragments.
They were hunted down. They were hunted down like animals, because remember they had their dogs and everything. Those who tried to resist or run away were hunted down like animals, punished and killed. So their philosophy or their way of the encomienda system was not good. They took the system that the king and queen, basically they took the power that the king and queen gave them and they abused it heavily.
So, Mr. Petit, that means King Ferdinand and Queen Elizabeth, so they take the slaves to protect them?
Well, King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella wanted the settlers there to be treated with some sort of dignity. And they wanted them not to be treated bad. But by the time these people come to Hispaniola and, they trying to establish this system, the Spaniards who's supposed to be their protectors, who's supposed to settle there and yes, force them to work, but not, mistreat them in any way. They took this system, they took the power that was given to them and they used it very, very bad. the Arawaks basically was turned into slaves. They had to work long hours. They were forced to look for gold. They were forced to grow these things. They were treated in a very cruel and harsh way. All right. If they try to run away, if they try to resist, they were punished because the Spaniards had way more resources than them, right? And so they couldn't, there's no way they could overpower them. Okay. Punished and killed. The settlers, the settlers often converted the Arawaks to Christianity. By cruel torture. If they're, did I spell it right? By cruel torture, if they're converts, quote unquote, if they are converts, tried to resist. This whole system was, of course, no more than slavery. So the in-commune system, which at its core, at its base, had some good principles, some good ideas, became slavery, right? And it became the very system that basically caused the Arawaks a lot of harm. It caused a lot of them to die. It caused a lot of them to be treated in a very bad way.
Did the king and queen find out about this?
Say it again?
Did the king and queen find out about all this?
Yeah, they did. They did. But they're not, but they're not micromanaging stuff.
On the settlers.
Yeah, they're not like micro. And plus, the Spaniards came with different diseases and stuff that the Arawaks end up dying from. These
Mr. Petit, if
Go
the
ahead.
king and queen were benefiting from it by means of food and gold and stuff like that, then maybe they would have probably turned a blind eye as to what was happening to the Arawaks.
That's exactly true. Of course. I mean, that's the whole thing. Like if they are benefiting from it, that's their land. They're getting whatever they produce over there. And so this reminds me so much of Dune. I don't know if y'all remember Dune, if y'all watch Dune. Where you have the oppressors and they want to oppress them and take away their place and force them to labor and all that stuff. That's exactly what's happening. Okay, because many men were taken away from the villages, from the Arawak villages. Those remaining found it difficult.
So, Mr. Batiste, some of the Arawaks run away and they hunt them like animals.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Because many men were taken away from the Arawak village, those remaining found it difficult to find food, to find enough food. Because remember, the males were the one who used to go out and hunt and all that stuff. Um, the Spanish also brought with them hidden killer European diseases such as smallpox, measles, smallpox and measles. And the poor Arawaks, they don't have no immunity to that. They're like, what? What is this? Never heard of it before, never had it before. Because, you know, they didn't have, their body was not used to them stuff. So the Arawaks,
I watched the YouTube video and people were sailing on a boat, and then a woman saw something shiny in the bottom of the water, and when she went down to pick it up, she saw that it was diseases, and then she caught it because the glass was broken when she come up. So all the disease spread on her.
yeah, the Arawaks had no natural immunity to these foreign diseases. And a lot of them died because of it. And thousands of them, it's a lot, died. So that's the fate. This is not only the economy and the system, but it's also the fate of the Arawaks, right? In one, if I had to name it again, I would call it income and the system and also the fate of the Arawaks, because we're not only looking at, you know, the income and the system, which eventually became slavery for the Arawaks. That's basically what it was. It was a system that was constructed with some sort of positivity towards the Arawaks, but it became a system where, you know, the Arawaks were turned into slaves for the Spanish settlers. Some tried to run away to the mountains, but died for lack of food. Some of the Arawaks even killed their babies. And the reason why they killed their babies is because they're like, listen, we don't want you to grow up and have to go through this. So some committed suicide, some died from lack of food, some died from the diseases. So whether it was the diseases, whether, you know, the foreign diseases, whether it was suicide, whether it was starving, whether it was not having enough food, whether it was the cruelty of the system, these are all the ways how the Arawaks died. A lot of them died. Okay.
Why they kill their babies too?
They kill their babies because they don't want their babies to endure the harshness that they are facing.
Or get the disease and stuff.
If I was them, I would hide the child somewhere, and then every day when I finish working, go feed the child.
You don't have no food to feed the child.
Sneak
Anyway,
out.
take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. This is, by the way, what is another word for, sorry, what does encomenderos mean? What does that mean?
It means protectors.
Means protector. Who was Ovando? His name is actually Nicholas Ovando. Who was he?
He was entrusted by the king and queen to do.
Who was he?
The,
What was he? He was the what?
The governor.
The governor.
The governor of
Very good.
Hispaniola.
The governor of Hispaniola. Very good. What 3 things he was entrusted to do?
Convert our to Christianity, to look after them and punish any Spanish people who did not.
Very good. To convert them to Christianity, to look after them, and to punish any Spaniard that didn't treat them well. Antoine, did you send your notes yet? Antoine, you need to send your notes. Dazon Curry, where's Dazon Curry?
I didn't write me yet.
Dazon Curry. Where's Dazon Curry? Dazon Curry, can you hear me?
Come in, come.
Where's Dazon Curry? Sean Noblesmith, are you there?
Come in.
Where's Sean Noblesmith? Can you hear me, Sean? Malia Major, where's Malia Major? You can't speak, Sean?
Yes, sir.
Are you writing this down, Malia?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Sean, can you hear me? Where's Sean?
Oh yes, sir. Now I get you. Now I can talk. So
Okay, that's good.
I send it to you right now.
Okay. Malia Major. Where's Malia Major?
Yes, sir.
What happened to the Awacs that tried to resist or run away?
They were chased down like dogs.
Very good. True or false? The encomienda system eventually became slavery for the Awacs. True or false?
True.
The encomienda system basically became slavery for the Awacs. True, very good. What are some diseases that the Europeans, the Spanish brought with them?
Smallpox.
And measles.
Measles, very good. Smallpox and measles. Okay. What happened if the Awacs did not want to be converted into Christianity?
It was gonna get
killed.
It's gonna get what?
Killed.
It's gonna get what?
tortured.
Tortured. Now, one second, I don't know. One second. All right. So the Spanish they were entrusted with, the Spanish was entrusted to look after our Awacs, not treat them in any harsh and cruel way. Treat them well. But the problem is they had their own version of the encomienda system. And that's the thing, when you give power to cruel people, it's insane what they do with it. And so that's what happened with them. Okay, are we done with this? Let me know if we're finished so I could be able to take.
I took a screenshot. I taken a screenshot.
Okay, you have to move on from this.
So, Mr. Petit, they have guns at the time?
You mean the Spaniards?
Yes, sir.
I don't know, I have to check. I am not sure. I'm not
Because
sure.
everybody could win against them Awacs if they didn't have.
Oh, you mean? But remember, they were more peaceful. Like, so that's another thing. And then,
if you still won, everybody got.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. But I think they had to have. I'll have to look into it. But they had to have some sort of like weaponry that was better than them, because to subject them to this is insane.
So I don't think they had weapons back then, because in my social studies book, it says that the Arawaks were hanged or they were burnt.
Oh, okay. Okay, let's move on to, I think we could go into RK now. If you do not have this, take a picture of this and send it, and for your notes before I move the slide. All right. If you do not have this, if you do not have this yet.
Thank you.
No
Mr.
problem.
Petit,
Yes, go ahead.
the Arawaks, when they went to Jamaica, they were different. They might have gotten stronger because those ones that were in Jamaica, they had bow and arrows and stuff like that.
Okay.
That's true.
Okay. They are different, you know, like even though they are all of them are descendants of the Arawaks, but they settled in different places across the Caribbean, and each adopted their own unique style. Okay, so I think the last time we were on was the Temptations, right? Oh man, the last time we
Yes,
were on
sir.
was the Temptations, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's move on from this and let's look at, this is Monday, Tuesday, when this is the last one, Mr. Petit. Today is what, Thursday? Thursday, the 14th of November.
I'm not finished yet.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit, will we have classes for Thanksgiving on Christmas?
No. We
Right.
we're breaking for the holidays. I'll let you know exactly when. Please take a picture of this. Please take a picture of this before I move this.
Good night.
Good night. Okay, let's go. Today is the subject is, of course, religious studies. Topic is, so we really look at the temptations of Jesus. Now we're going to be looking at the imprisonment and death of John the Baptist. You know that John the Baptist, he died, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
he did die. He did die. They killed him. Anyone know how they killed him?
They beheaded
He was
him.
beheaded and they put him on a silver plate.
Decapitation.
Yes, he was beheaded. The imprisonment, and death of John. Before they killed him, he was imprisoned. Now, why was he imprisoned? Well, for speaking the truth. Nothing more than speaking the truth. And then he got imprisoned, and then they ended up killing him. So the scripture text is going to be Matthew chapter 14 and Mark chapter 6. All right.
Oh, I actually know the scripture.
You know this one? All right. So now, who was the king at this time? Anyone know?
Pharaoh.
What's his name? Who was the king at this?
Pharaoh.
Not Pharaoh, no. Pharaoh is in
Henry?
Egypt. Not Henry.
Nebuchadnezzar.
No, Nebuchadnezzar is Daniel.
I forget his name.
It start with an H?
Start with H.
Herod?
Herod.
Yes.
Herod?
Yes.
Herod.
Herod, yes, Herod.
Herod?
Yes, Herod. So Herod, who was king at that time, had John taken and put into prison. Now, why would he do such a thing? Why would he take John the Baptist? What could John the Baptist ever have done?
Because John the Baptist didn't
I
want to
said-
marry her.
He's still only Jew.
What did John the Baptist do?
He
He
exposed
went against his marriage.
He didn't want to marry Herodias?
No, what did he said?
He said Herodias and
He
Herod
said
was
that
doing
you're gonna marry
bad.
your brother's wife.
Exactly, right? So Herod had married his so Herod
Married
married
his brother.
married his brother's
Wife.
wife. And John the Baptist pointed out that this was what? This was wrong.
Adultery.
This was wrong, right? It was wrong to do. Now Herod wasn't angry, right? Herodias was the one who was angry. So Herodias, Herod's wife, she got angry. Was angry at John, right? Now, she wanted him, and she wanted him what? Dead, right? But Herod feared John. When I say feared John, I don't mean that he was afraid of John, but let me just put the right word. He respected John, right? He respected John the Baptist. Why? Because he knew that he was just. Because he knew that John was just and holy, right? You know that John was a just man, a holy man. And plus Herod knew that the people loved John the Baptist, and so he wouldn't kill him. Herod also knew that the people believed that John the Baptist was a prophet. And was afraid of the reaction of the people if something tragic were to happen to John. So he did not kill him. He did not kill him. He just decided to put him in prison. Now, something happened that a great what happened? A great what? Not famine. Something happened.
Best.
Say it again. Say it again.
Party.
Yes. A big celebration.
Party.
Why was there a celebration?
It was
someone's
Herod's daughter.
Herodias.
Why was there a celebration? Whose birthday was it?
It was
Now.
It was their daughter's birthday.
No. Now when.
And that was the time when she danced in front of all of them.
Yes. Now when King Herod's birthday party, or birthday celebration came, he made a supper for his lords, his captains, and all the leaders of Galilee. Right?
Mr. Petit, just a different
Say it again.
sentence.
Yeah, you can skip a line.
It's a different sentence or
You can skip a line. You can skip a line. Salome, who was Herod's daughter, danced at the party in a very wonderful way. Everyone was pleased with her performance, especially the king. Especially the king, and especially King Herod. Now, what did King Herod say? What did he say?
He grant a wish.
Yes, yes, he said to her. He
I
said
will
to
give
her,
you anything, and like if
yes,
it costs half of my kingdom.
very good. Whatever you ask of me, I will give it to you, even half of my kingdom.
He probably was drunk.
Yeah, he probably was. Yeah, he probably was. That's all I can say. He probably was intoxicated. I believe that. And he did it before the people. And so what did she did? The first thing she did was she ran to her evil
mother.
Her evil mother. Let's put that down. Evil and wicked lady.
And she asked for the head of
John the Baptist on a plate.
On a platter.
Yes. So Salome went to her mother, to get advice on what to ask for, what to ask the king for. Herodias, wow. Herodias told her to ask for the head of John the Baptist. On a what?
A plate.
On a platter. The king was sorry, but in order to please all the guests and not be embarrassed, he granted her what request? So he didn't want to spoil his reputation, right? But he didn't want to do it. He gave orders to have John the Baptist beheaded. And beheaded basically means when, they cut your head off. Now, John's disciples came and took the body, buried it in the tomb, and told Jesus what had happened. And Jesus was also sorrowful because of that. All right. Question. What was the name of the king at the time when John the Baptist was beheaded?
King Herod.
What's the name of the king? What's the name of the king?
King Herod.
King Herod, very good. King Herod. Question. Question. What was the name of Herod's wife? What is the name of Herod's wife? What was the name of Herod's wife? Say it again.
Herodias.
Herodias. Why did Herodias hate John the Baptist? Why did Herodias hate John the Baptist?
Because John the Baptist spoke facts, because King Herod married and John the
Yes, she didn't like him because he spoke the truth. He said that Herod was not supposed to have his brother's wife. How did Herod think of?
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Go ahead.
You're breaking up a little bit.
Okay, I was saying, how did Herod view John the Baptist? How did Herod view John the Baptist?
He didn't say respected John the Baptist because he know he was
Herod
and
respected.
the people will be.
Yes, Herod respected John the Baptist, because he knew that he was a holy and righteous man, right? All right, next. What was the big celebration all about? What was the big celebration all about?
King Herod's birthday.
It was Herod's birthday.
King Herod's what?
Birthday
King Herod's
celebration.
Yes, King Herod's birthday celebration. King Herod's birthday celebration. Good. Next. What is the name of the person who danced?
Salome.
Salome.
Yes, Salome.
His daughter.
Who was she? She was whose daughter?
She was Herodias.
Herod's daughter.
Herodias' daughter. Yes, Herodias' daughter. Herodias' daughter.
I thought it was Herod's daughter.
So she danced, and Herod definitely loved the performance, right? And then what did he promise her?
Anything she wishes, and half of his land, half of his
He said that whatever you ask of me, I will give it to you, and even half of my kingdom.
Yeah, even half of my kingdom. Very good. Even half of my kingdom. Who did she go to ask for advice?
Her mom.
Her mom. And what did her mom suggest?
He said that John the Baptist on a plot.
Yes, the head of John the Baptist on a platter. All right. Did Herod grant the request?
Yes.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Because he didn't want to be embarrassed.
Yeah, he didn't want to be embarrassed. He did not want to be embarrassed. And that's how John the Baptist was beheaded. Okay.
He did not want to be embarrassed.
All right. What I want you to do is take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp again. Take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp.
Hi, Mr. Petit.
Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp.
Mr. Petit,
Go ahead.
if you were in King Harrod's position, what would you do?
I
You
mean,
heard?
no, I mean, I wouldn't behead him. I can't behead him. I don't make no sense.
I'll literally I'll give up my palace and all. I just walk out straight out and bring my buddy John with me.
You ain't gotta walk out your palace. You just gotta take out. You ain't gotta walk out your palace. That's your palace.
I don't walk.
All right.
My teacher say it's better
all right. If you have done that, if you've already done
to
it,
walk the walk than and do what you.
yes, I agree. What I want you to do is take a picture of your work and send them to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp.
Mr. Petit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Salome didn't dance in a wonderful way. She danced in a sensual way.
Yes. I agree with that. I agree with that. Okay. All right. Take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. And once you finish with that, then you can leave. Have a wonderful evening, everyone.
Good night.
Good night. Good night.
Good
Good night.
night,
Good night.
Mr. Petit.
Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night.
See you next week by God's grace.
Likewise, have a wonderful evening. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, Mr. Petit, and have a good day.
You too. Have a good evening.
Good night, Mr. Petit. Good night.
Good night. Good night.